Hey everyone. All right, I thought I would bring you guys along on a leak call for a repeat customer of mine. This is actually for a property management company that I've known for a long time. They said that the tenant reported a leak in the front of the house above the front door. And before I even came out, I looked at the house just from Google Street View, and I have a pretty good idea of where that leak is coming from already without actually going up on the roof. But I thought because the house is actually vacant now, that this would be a good opportunity for me to show you what it looks like for me to actually diagnose a tile roof leak. And that way we can figure out what's going on and then be able to offer a solution that will make sure that this leak doesn't come back. So I figured I would bring you guys along on this one. Now, before I actually go up on the roof, this is an important step. I use these little ladder arms, and these go in the sides of the ladders, and this will help stabilize the ladder. But more importantly for the customer is that the ladder doesn't actually ever touch the gutter. I want to make sure that when I go up there and I try and figure out what's going on with this roof, that I don't damage their gutter in any way, shape, or form. So I'll always use these ladder arms so that I never damage the gutter. So this house is directly under the Livermore flight path, so I don't know how good the audio is going to be. Fingers crossed that this comes out well, and I might just we'll have to do the best that we can. Okay, so I've got this area of roofing pulled apart, and I can see what's going on now. I'll show you some videos of what this roofing looks like, but to me it's really obvious that this roof has actually been repaired in the past by a roofer that maybe they were rushing, or they simply didn't have the experience needed in order to make this problem go away on a permanent basis. And that's one of the challenges for customers, is when they're getting a bunch of quotes, is trying to compare apples to apples and finding somebody that is actually going to do the repair in a way where the leak doesn't come back in the short term or in the long term. That's just kind of a common challenge, but I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what's going on here. So this area is taking on a lot of water. First area that's letting all the water down is we have this second story gutter that all that water is pouring out onto this roof to wall flashing. So there's a lot of water traveling there. And then we also have this valley here. So there's a lot of water traveling, and it's all coming together in one location. And this material is new. The original roofers didn't do this, but the company that actually came back to repair this, they just didn't use the methods that were required in order to make sure that the leak didn't come back, and they also didn't make the repair big enough so that the leak wouldn't come back. So you can see that this area has been taking on a lot of water, and the asphalt underlayment is torn quite severely. And if I was to continue to remove these tiles, I would see these same symptoms get bigger and bigger. Next video. So the solution here is to remove all of those tiles up there, to remove these tiles, all of these tiles that are underneath of the gutter, because there is water damage underneath of the gutter. To remove these redwood 1x, that's what the tiles hang on. To replace all of this asphalt underlayment with a product called Ice and Water Shield. It's thicker, it's more durable. Then we seal this flashing to the new underlayment, and then we put everything back together. And then what I would also like to do would be to extend this downspout to right around there, so that we don't have all of that water just dumping onto an area of the roof that is prone to leaking. So I think if we take all those steps, then we will have done everything that we can to make sure that this leak never comes back.